Hey everybody, and welcome back to Joe's Multi-EDC. Today we have a Wrap Model 1 update video. So what I'm basically going to do is just show the differences between the original Model 1 and the Knife Center exclusives. I know there's much more versions of the Model 1. They have the assisted versions, they have the carbon fiber handle versions, they have the partially serrated knife versions, but original and Knife Center exclusives. Okay, so the quick specs on the Model 1 original. Osate steel, black nylon handles, made in Taiwan, and it's got a weight of 5 ounces. Okay, now the rough quick specs for the exclusives. D2 steel, natural micarta handles, made in China with a weight of 4.8 ounces. So they got the weight down just a little bit on the exclusives. If that's true. I wish I had a scale to show the actual true weight, but I'm going to take Knife Center's word for it on that. Okay, so we're going to open this and close it, and I'm just going to show you a couple of, I know you probably all have one, and maybe if you could take yours out, if you have an original, and just go through it with the video, and then leave a comment if you see any differences that I didn't see. Okay, and if anyone else has these as well, please leave a comment and let me know what you found. Okay, so opening. Pretty thwacky, right? Opens great. Closes pretty good. What else did I want to show? Oh, okay, let's take a look at the centering. Now, I did center all the knives before I did the video. Okay, they're pretty much all dead center now. This one was way off. I mean, I've had it for a year exactly. Just a year and a week. But yeah, I did have to mess with the centering a little bit before I did this. I wanted to make sure they were all centered. So a couple of things I noticed about these knives already when I first start playing with them. It's been about, a month, almost 2 months now since I've had the exclusives. And the first thing I noticed was that they didn't pop open right away. Now, I've already messed with these knives now. They're all centered. This one had the hardest time opening, the black coated blade. It felt like it was really rubbing in there. But yeah, I loosened it up. Then I made sure it was center. And that's the best it's going at now. Okay, so they don't drop like this one doesn't anyway. And I don't want to loosen it because I got it centered. You know what I mean? So let me just try and loosen it just a little bit more. Yeah, see? It's almost like I tightened it. Yeah, this one I had a real hard time with. But I did get it centered. And now I'm kind of happy with that. I'm happy that it's center. Okay, so other than the deployment, I noticed the difference with the lockup. Okay, now the original it's like 50%. It's like right in the middle. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up or not. But it's like right in the middle. Okay, and it's always been that way. The black coated blade also right in the middle. I don't know if that'll pick it up, but you have to take my word for it. It's in the center. Now, the satin exclusive is early. Hopefully this picks it up. I really hope it does. just so you could see that there is a difference in the build there. Another thing, when I went to center all the blades, I noticed I could use a T10 on the pivot screw for the original. And what do I have here? A T9 for the exclusive. So the hardware screws are a little bit smaller for the exclusives. Obviously, these are made in China, made in Taiwan. The build is a little bit different. Okay, it does not. I remember when I first got this, I was able to flick it open no problem, like right away. Okay, as soon as I got the angle right, I was able to do it every time. Okay, and that drops beautifully. Okay, give that a little bit more force, and you notice you don't hear the click as much when you close this one. Okay, that's a detent thing, obviously, but this one closes great now. But still, it doesn't. Let me just try something else. Okay, you hear that? All right. How dull that is. This one's a little bit better. Okay. Something else I noticed when holding these handles. Now, this is supposed to be a natural micarta, but it feels like way too smooth. It feels like someone painted this, like there's paint. I don't know, like I'm not an expert on micarta, but I would say that this is like a cheap feeling micarta. There's just no texture to it whatsoever. It honestly feels like there's a painted coating on top of it. It's way too smooth. And when I was messing around with this knife, it actually slipped out of my hand. It's so smooth. Maybe that was just partially me being careless. But it did slip out of my hand and it did stab me in the leg. It was pretty funny. But yeah. So it looks like, I think I carried this one a little bit more, and you could kind of see that it's starting to wear, that paint's starting to wear, and you could start seeing the actual lines in the micarta. So maybe I'll just take some sandpaper to it just to give it some more grip. But yeah, guys, so the price. I think I paid $33 for it. This original version is $34.95 on Knife Center right now. You can get it for cheaper, all depending on which scales you get with it. And it could be more expensive, all depending on the blade coating. These boys are still $49.95 on Knife Center right now. Now, could I recommend these knives? No. I could not honestly recommend the Knife Center exclusives. Why? Like I said, the handles are way too smooth. There's just no grip whatsoever. I don't like that. I like a little bit of texturing in my handles. I want to feel the handle. I actually do really want to feel the handle. Like, I'm not a fan of carbon fiber unless it's really well done, and titanium unless there's some kind of texturing on it, because I want some grip to the knife. Okay, so the handles go to the original. So the only difference really, other than the blade steel OS 8 D2, which doesn't concern me. I clean my knives constantly. I oil them up whenever I'm done. When I put them back in the box, they get an oiling. But I have been carrying these and messing around with them, so they're not all oiled up yet. So I think that's about it. I mean, I showed the liner. Oh, and I could fail all of them except for the black color. I guess I should show that. As far as the liner block, okay, this one doesn't want to do it now. Okay, oh, wait, yeah, I got it. Okay, so that failed, if that's what you want to call it. I know you're not meant to be hammering, but just to show you the difference. Okay, this one, not failing. Okay, I tapped it in the exact same spot. I did it earlier too, off camera. And this one does not fail. I don't know if that makes a difference to you guys, but this one did as well. Okay. Yeah, see, it failed right away. Oh, now it's back. Okay, it went back. Okay, but I was able to fail both the satin blades. 50% lockup, early lockup, and 50% lockup. Just to show, you know, I was messing around with that. Another difference. So yeah, I can't recommend these to anyone, honestly, unless you're into messing around, like modding knives, and you want to do something with it with the Micarta. I'll stick with the original. I plan on purchasing a couple of more of the original model ones, but with different color scales. So thank you for stopping by and checking this out. Please leave comments and let me know your experiences with any of the Model 1 variants. I'm really curious on if anyone else has had some concerns with their builds. Okay, guys, thanks for stopping by. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a new tool that I'm going to review. I'm going to try and review soon. It's a Versa Attack Pry Bar that I'm going to be checking out. Gear pack is going to be delayed. It won't be until November 3rd. That's what the Canada Post tells me. And so, yeah, stay strong.